Hi, hello, Yelrugu Namaskara. Welcome to Quick Revision. In today's class, we learn some multiple choice questions in the question paper. So this question paper is issued by the board recently. So let us learn multiple choice question and answers quickly. The first question is identify the product which represents the solid state in the above reaction. Option A, barium chloride. Option B, barium sulfate. Option C, sodium chloride. Option D, sodium sulfate. So the correct answer here is barium sulfate. So barium sulfate is the precipitate formed during this reaction, and it is double displacement reaction. So this picture also given in CBSE science textbook page number 11. Next question is the color of the solution observed after 30 minutes of placing zinc metal to copper sulfate solution is. So option A blue, option B colorless, option C dirty green, option D reddish brown. So here the correct answer is option B colorless. Since zinc is more reactive than copper, zinc displaces copper from copper sulfate solution and the color of the solution turns to colorless. Third question, mild non-corrosive basic salt is. Option A calcium hydroxide, option B sodium chloride, option C sodium hydroxide, option D sodium bicarbonate. So here the mild non-corrosive basic salt is sodium bicarbonate. So it has the pH approximately 8.3. Next question is on adding dilute sulfuric acid to a test tube containing a metal X, a colorless gas is produced when a burning matchstick is brought near it. Which of the following correctly represents metal X? Option A sodium, option B sulfur, option C copper, and option D silver. So here the correct answer is option A sodium. So when sulfuric acid reacts with sodium, sodium sulfate will be formed along with the liberation of hydrogen gas. So that hydrogen gas is when a burning matchstick is brought near it, it burns with a pop sound. Next question is which one of the following correctly represents sodium oxide? So the correct representation of sodium oxide is given in the picture. So practice that picture thoroughly. Next question is an element with atomic number dash will form a basic oxide. Option A 7, option B 70, option C 14, option D 11. So here the correct answer is option D 11. So option D 11. So 11 is the atomic number of sodium. So electronic configuration is 2, 8, 1. So therefore it can form a basic oxide. Usually metals form basic oxide. Next question is an element M has 50% of the electrons filled in the third shell as in the second shell. The atomic number of M is option A 10, option B 12, option C 14, option D 18. So here the correct answer is option C 14. So if you look at electronic configuration, in the first shell 2 electrons will be filled, in the second shell 8 electrons. The 50% of second shell is 4 electron. So in the third shell 4 electron is filled. So that is nothing but the atomic number 14. It's nothing but the element silicon. Next question. Generally food is broken and absorbed within the body of organisms. In which of the following organisms it is done outside the body? Option A amoeba, option B mushroom, option C paramecium, option D lice. So here the correct answer is option B mushroom. So they comes under saprophytes. Next question. Receptors are usually located in sense organs. Gustatory receptors are present in option A tongue, option B nose, option C eye, option D ear. So the correct answer is option A tongue. So gustatory receptors are present in the tongue. Next question is a farmer wants to grow banana plants genetically similar enough to the plants already available in the field. Which one of the following methods would you suggest for this purpose? Option A regeneration, option B budding, option C vegetative propagation, option D sexual reproduction. So here the correct answer is option C, vegetative propagation. So the next question is, height of a plant is regulated by option A, DNA, which is directly influenced by growth hormone. Option B, genes which regulate the proteins directly. Option C, growth hormones under the influence of enzymes coded by a gene. Option D, growth hormones directly under the influence of a gene. So here the correct answer is option C, growth hormones under the influence of the enzymes coded by a gene. So that regulates the height. Next question is, a sportsman after a long break of his routine exercise suffered muscular cramps during a heavy exercise session. This happened due to option A, lack of carbon dioxide and formation of pyruvate. Option B, presence of oxygen and formation of ethanol. Option C, lack of oxygen and formation of lactic acid. Option D, lack of oxygen and formation of carbon dioxide. So here the correct answer is option C, lack of oxygen and formation of lactic acid. Basically the formation of lactic acid causes muscle cramps, usually observed in the athletes. Next question, an object is placed in front of a convex mirror. Its image is formed. Option A, at a distance equal to the object distance in front of the mirror. Option B, at twice the distance of the object in front of the mirror. Option C, half the distance of the object in front of the mirror. Option D, behind the mirror and its position varies according to the object distance. So the correct answer is option D, behind the mirror and its position varies according to the object distance. Next question is, when light enters the atmosphere, it strikes on extremely fine particles which deflect the rays of light in all possible directions. This is due to option A, reflection of light. Option B, atmospheric refraction. Option C, scattering of light. Option D, dispersion of light. So here the correct answer is option C, scattering of light. Next question is, in 1987 an agreement was formulated by the United Nations Environment Programme to freeze the production of X to prevent depletion of Y. X and Y respectively referred here are option A, ozone, CFCs. Option B, CFCs, UV rays. Option C, CFCs, ozone. Option D, UV rays, diatomic oxygen. So here the correct answer is CFCs, ozone. So this is option C, CFC, ozone. CFC means chlorofluorocarbon. So here X is CFC and Y is ozone. Next question, which of the following features relates to biodegradable substances? Option A, broken down by biological processes. Option B, remain inert. Option C, persist in environment for a long time. Option D, may harm the ecosystem. So here the correct answer is option A, broken down by biological processes. So next questions, they consist of two statements. One is assertion and the another one is reason. So let us discuss that also. So here options, generalized options are given here. Option A is both A and R are true and R is the correct explanation of A. Second option is both A and R are true but R is not the correct explanation of A. C, A is true but R is false. Option D, A is false but R is true. Question is, assertion, rusting of iron is endothermic in nature. Reason, as the reaction is slow, the release of heat is barely evident. So here the correct answer is option D, that is A is false but R is true. So that means assertion is false, rusting of iron is endothermic in nature is false. So it is exothermic in nature and R is true. Next question, assertion, probability of survival of an organism produced through sexual reproduction is more than that of organism produced through a sexual mode. Reason, variations provide advantages to individuals for survival. So here the correct answer is option A, that is assertion and reason both are true and R is the correct explanation of A. So next question, assertion. A compass needle is placed near a current carrying wire. The deflection of the compass needle decreases when the magnitude of the current in the wire is increased. Reason: the strength of a magnetic field at a point near the conductor increases on increasing the current. So here again the answer is option D. Option D is the correct one. A is false but R is true. So here the assertion is false. A compass needle is placed near a current carrying wire. The deflection of compass needle decreases when the magnitude of the current in the wire is increased. That is wrong. And reason is true. So therefore, it's taken as option D. That is, A is false but R is true. And last question is again assertion. Biodegradable substances result in the formation of compost and natural replenishment. Reason: it is due to breakdown of complex inorganic substances into simple organic substances. So here the correct answer is option C. That is A is true but R is false. Assertion is true but reason is false. So this is all about the multiple choice question, and these are also important questions as far as the examination is concerned. So in the next video we will discuss some more question and answers. Thank you. If you like the video, subscribe.